We are talking about Dynasty Sleepers today. We are picking three to be exact. Guys that you can stash away on your bench or guys you might find on the waiver wire. Let's get started with our first guy here. It's going to be Elic Ayomanor. He's the
Yeah,
guy, he's one of the receivers right out of Tennessee. Jake, could you tell me a little bit more about this guy for anybody that doesn't know?
yeah. Drafted in the fourth round by the Titans. Um, he was kind of the star of his team on Stanford the past couple of years, and he actually has kind of a fun fact: um, the single game receiving yard record at Stanford, 294, which is kind of crazy.
Whoa,
Kind of
that's a
crazy.
massive amount of yards.
It really is. Um, but Yeah, he's also from Canada, which is interesting, but basically, um, he's kinda it looks like he's kind of primed on his team to step in and make an impact, maybe not early on, but he can definitely, be slotted at that wide receiver 3 role, um, and Calvin Ridley's getting a little bit older, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we don't know where he'll be in the next few years. Could still be with the Titans, but Alec's been doing really well in preseason, and he's just. It looks like he has kind of a connection with Cam Ward, so I'm just kind of excited to see more on him and um, see what he does in the season. He's definitely a prime developmental pick, I think.
Yeah. Cam Ward said it best when he said the team looks mid right now. Somebody's got to step up as one of the wide receivers outside of Calvin Ridley. It's not going to be Van Jefferson. It's not going to be Lockett. If there's going to be a rookie, he's the most likely bet. If you find him, try to see if you can stash him, see what he does for the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on here to our second Dynasty Sleeper, we've got Ben Sinnott. You might have heard his
Mm.
name before. I remember hearing he was a sleeper last season as well. The problem is he's got Zach Ertz ahead of him. Zach Ertz has always been a consistent guy ahead of him on the depth chart. He takes almost all of the snaps. But here's a little secret. Zach Ertz is 35 years old. This is probably going to be his last season with the team. I can't see any more. And this was a high second round pick
Mhm.
going into his second season here. He should be ready to break out if anything happens to Zach Ertz at all.
Yeah. He has that draft capital, and Dan Quinn has been speaking highly of him this offseason. So I think he is definitely a a sleeper with high upside should anything happen to Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Um, not the fastest guy, but great route runner from his college tapes, and I think um, I I really hope that they start including him a little bit more this year, just so we could see, kind of how he does. That's to be determined, but um, definitely a fun like f- dynasty handcuff to have if you have Zach Ertz.
Yeah, absolutely. If
Mhm.
you don't have Zach Ertz, still take him anyways. If you have a taxi squad spot, put him in the taxi squad. I think he'll be
Mhm.
perfect just to
Yeah,
have on your roster.
yeah. I mean, and Trey McBride broke out right
Trey McBride behind, hey, the
behind
Zach Ertz breakout.
Zach Ertz. Exactly.
Maybe
You
he's the
never
magic
know.
key.
Exactly. You never know.
It- yeah, there's only one more guy on our list of three, the third guy, and I've always been very excited about this guy, Keaton Mitchell.
Mm,
He started to show his potential in the preseason, coming off that horrific injury that kept him out for nearly all of 2024. Yes, he's behind Derrick Henry. No, he's not going to get any work while Derrick Henry is still there. But if Derrick Henry were to go down, which is not impossible for a 250-pound running back past 30 years old,
Yeah.
Keaton Mitchell is going to slide right in and take that role where he's got breakaway speed and agility.
Yeah. It's kind of insane that he averaged 8.4 yards per carry as a rookie
Yeah.
when he came on the scene. And this is an undrafted free agent that they got, guys. Like, it's just interesting that they were able to secure a guy like this. And obviously, that the team kept him around through his injury for a whole year. All right. He's going into his third season and he's fully healthy. He he's feeling really good. He's put on some weight and it's looking like, he could he could be the guy that kind of steps up if something were to happen. Um and they still have um
Justice Hill.
Justice Hill
Yeah.
on the team. Almost forgot
Hey,
about
hey,
that
it's
guy.
okay. It's okay.
They still have him, but Justice Hill, I don't think really poses as much of a threat to Keaton Mitchell,
No.
given how young Mitchell is and kind of just how much the team likes him and has been using him this offseason and in preseason, the first game of the preseason. I mean, that was kind of electric
Yeah.
watching him on the field. Got a touchdown, ripped like a huge run. So, fun guy to watch. Definitely a dynasty stash. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I don't think Justice Hill would be the move, mostly because I think even with Derrick Henry injury, his role on the team would still remain the same.
Mm,
Keaton Mitchell would slide more into Derrick Henry's role more than anything else.
yeah, I can see that.
But that's pretty much what I would think of him. If you have Derrick Henry, absolutely go out and get him. And even if you don't have Derrick Henry, get him just in case your buddy loses Derrick Henry. Then you would have
Yeah.
his back and he might want to trade you for him.
Oof. Exactly. That is the best feeling when you could pick up a sleeper and dang, and he pops off, especially a late like stash guy.
Yeah,
It's the
there
best
is,
feeling.
yeah, no better feeling in the world.